behind the scenes with Right on SC, and we just came off the air. And as we were going off the air, I can't believe we ran out of time to have that conversation. I made the statement that I think if you're going to pay for an edit, the first edit you should pay for would be the copy edit that will make sure that there aren't little small ticks and errors that are going to trip people up and keep people from wanting to read through the rest of the manuscript. The people have told me that After December is a very clean book, that they cannot find punctuation, spelling. There are no errors, and it's because it's been through so many edits, right? But I would also say that, because then as soon as I said that and we went off the air, Rex asked Casey, is that true? So is it true that that copy edit is that critical, or should people put their money in a developmental editor?
I think it depends on what you struggle the most with. If you're being picked up by a large publisher, they're going to have their own editors go through it anyway. They're going to have, most publishers will give you a proofread. They won't always give you a full edit. Mm-hmm. But there's also, it depends. It's full of Rex. It depends. It's, you can workshop, critique group, beta read, to get through those big chunks. Even kind of in the middle, the cadence and the sentence structure, does it all flow well?
Right.
But the copy edit, if you are going to put your money towards something, I would do that.
Yeah. What do you think, Rex?
Well, I mean, that's why we joined the SCWA in the first place, is to help, not the copy edit, but the structural and the flow.
Yeah, the critiques. And the scenes. We do a lot of scene work in our workshop where you've brought in 6 pages and it's a scene from beginning to end. All of my books are in 6-page scenes because I've been bringing them to workshop, right? But the idea is to find out from your critique group, is this scene working the way I need for it to work? And that's been really valuable for me, and I think so for Rex as well.
And I think a lot of times in those critique groups, you hear other people's ideas of which you're like, yeah, of course it's this thing, it's this way. And then someone else reads it and goes, I had no, which the first time I read the vampire book from you, and you're like, oh, about them being sisters. I'm like, I had no idea they were sisters.
Yeah.
And you're like, are you kidding me? I'm like, she's like, they're all, like, I had no idea they were sisters.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay, note to self.
Yeah, that's a thing I gotta fix.
But that was years ago.
Yeah. You two are both in the same condition in that you both read really early drafts of Being Blue, and now Rex is reading the one right now that's with Amy Collins. So, all right, thank you, patrons. Thanks for being. We're gonna cross our fingers that by the time I get back next week, I'll have some news from Amy Collins. In the meantime, I do have news from the South Carolina Humanities. They put their press release out yesterday, and you are looking at the Fresh Voices Award winner, Casey Whiter. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a statewide award. 5 people won it, and I was one of the 5. So that's pretty cool. So thank you very much to SCWA and Mike Lee for nominating me, and it's going to be a lot of fun to spend a year talking about the humanities in South Carolina. So in the meantime, have a great rest of your weekend. We appreciate you. Bye.